All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Reach and Read. My name is Katie and I work at the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. We're so excited to offer this program to you and to have local yoga instructor Kat Sun with us today. And we'll get to her in just a moment. But first, I wanted to mention a few things. So first is just some housekeeping information. I wanted to let you know that all of the participant mics have been muted, but you can feel free to use the chat function at any point during the program to share any questions or comments that you have, and either myself or Kat will get back to you. If you're having any audio related issues, please exit the program and re-enter. We find that doing that will typically solve that issue. If you need closed captioning at any point during the program, please click the live transcript button at the bottom of your screen. You'll click that button, wait just a moment, and then you'll see the closed captioning pop up and you can follow along. And I will make sure to put that in the chat as well. And I also like to mention, we ask for your grace and understanding in this virtual world that we are in right now. If there is some kind of a delay, one of the hosts drops off, or we experience any other type of interruption, please allow time for us to pick up and resume the program. All right. And also, in case you weren't aware, this program is being recorded and will be shared to our virtual yoga playlist, which is on our YouTube channel. And you can find that under Sacramento Public Library. And typically, I'm able to upload the videos by early the following week. So you can check for them there. And make sure to stick around after the yoga demonstration for a short book talk based on this week's theme. And I wanted to mention that we are a Healthy People 2030 champion, which means that we are helping the community lead healthier lives. And the CDC recommends that adults get 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity and 2 days of muscle strengthening activity per week. And getting or staying active can have great short-term and long-term health benefits. And you're about to get 45 minutes of movement, so you are on the right path. So there's more information available at health.gov/move your way. And of course, there are many ways to get healthy, be healthy at the library. Like I mentioned, we have past recordings of virtual yoga programs available on our YouTube channel. We offer Zumba on Mondays at 5:30 virtually, as well as a Zumba Gold on Wednesdays at 4. And that's great for beginners and older adults to join. And you can also check out a book about the benefits of exercise, mindfulness, and yoga. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you and turn things over to Kat. So Kat, take it away, and everyone please enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. Great to see you all. Thanks for joining us. So we are still continuing in the 7-week share series where we're loosely basing each week on one of the chakras of the 7, rainbow spectrum chakra that's commonly known in the West. So this being week 5, we are now up at the throat chakra, known as the Vishuddha chakra, and it's commonly depicted in the color blue. It's related with the element of ether or akash, space. And so it's connected in with like sound and hearing, as well as vocalizing. So a lot of times when people feel stuck in this region, maybe they feel like they can't quite speak their truth or can't quite vocalize themselves. So anyway, so we'll do a loose practice this morning, kind of focus on this notion of sounding and kind of focusing around the neck and the upper part of the body today. And as always, I'm offering this class from home, so I apologize in advance for any kind of extraneous noise you might hear from my father, my dogs, my neighbors, so on. With that said, we generally always want to have a couple of yoga blocks and a yoga strap and blanket nearby if you have those things at home. If not, a belt or a dog strap can function a dog leash can function for the yoga strap. And maybe just having some cushions nearby, and everyone's got at least a blanket or a big beach towel or something they can have. So as always, let's go ahead and get started on our backs. So I'm going to change the angle of my Okay, so I like to have a little something underneath my head. You can have a folded blanket or maybe a little cushion or something underneath your head. And then we're going to start on our backs. So allow yourself to arrive onto your back and just take a beat to arrive. So we always take the first few moments to arrive and to land and to tune in. So important to kind of get grounded into this present moment together. As you come onto your back, if it's comfortable for you, you can have your legs straight. Otherwise, it's nice sometimes just to have your knees bent, feet on the floor. You can walk your feet out a little bit wider, let the knees knock in, and that's generally a little easier on the back. And then let's go ahead and start with our hands on our belly and just take a few rounds of breath here. So as you arrive onto your back, just take that nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. And again, big breath in, big clearing breath out. Make some noise this morning as you exhale. Ha it out. Ha. I'm going to do that again. Inhaling. Sigh it out. Ha. And you're all muted, so no one else on this call can hear you. So feel free to make as much noise, weird noise as you like over there. And then with your lips closed, just take a few beats here. So start to feel your muscles of the spine relax. Muscles along the spine relax into the support of the earth. And tuning in. So as always, we check in, noticing what does our body feel like this morning? What's your breath like? And how does your mental, emotional body feel this morning? So always just tuning in to where we're at. Good. And then we're going to open our arms out wide, palms up. So now if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend the knees. Walk your feet about mat width apart. So feet are nice and wide apart. And as always, just that gentle movement. Take an inhale. We're going to exhale to rock the knees to the right, gently turning your head to the left. So nice, easy movements. Inhale, we bring it through center. Exhale, knees rock to the left as your head gently spins to the right. So just with your breath, starting nice and easy, linking movement with the ebb and flow of your breath. Just feeling this simple movement through your body. A gentle twist. Feel that twist all the way, move all the way up the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. Good. And then the next time you inhale, everything comes back to neutral. We're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling, and we're going to bend those elbows and clasp the elbows. So I often start with these two moves just as a nice, gentle way to warm up. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, now spin your head to the right, slide your elbows to the left. Inhale, bring it through center, and exhale, other direction. Head to the left, elbows slide right. So moving side to side, nice and slow. Feeling the whole length of the movement. And then next time you come up to center, pause. We're going to look at the forearms and change so the other forearm stacks on top. Take a breath in, and this time as you exhale, knees and head rock to the right, elbows slide left. So knees and head are moving in the same direction, elbows in opposite direction. Inhale through center, exhale, knees and head to the left, elbows slide right. Just feeling this movement, this kind of counter rotation happening in the body. Noticing how does this feel in your body this morning. So just nice and easy, side to side. Good, and then next time you inhale up, we're gonna release. From here, let's go ahead and take our arms up to the sky and interlace our fingers and press your palms up towards the ceiling. And then shrug your shoulders off the floor, squeeze them up to your ears, then press your shoulder blades down into the floor and slide those shoulder blades down the back towards the hips, away from the head. So shoulder blades stay down the back. Let's stretch up the legs nice and long. As your legs go long, gently flex the feet. With your next inhale, take your arms all the way up overhead. Press out through the palms as you press out through the feet. Big breath in, big breath out. And then we'll go ahead and release. Again, take your arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers with the other thumb on top and press the palms up to the sky again, pressing up through the index mound of the index bound side of the palm faster than the pinky side. And again, that big shoulder circle, sliding your shoulder blades down the back. Keep those shoulder blades moving down the back. The feet are still gently flexed. Legs are engaged. And again, inhale, press your palms all the way up as you press out through the heels. Big breath in, big breath out. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring the arms back by the sides. From here, just bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock a little side to side. Just massaging that back into the earth, breathing into those outer hips. And then split your knees towards your armpits and gently rock a little side to side. Good. From here, we're gonna bring the knees back in and we're gonna release the feet to the floor. We're gonna roll over to one side in order to come on up. We're gonna come to a comfortable seat. So here, you're gonna maybe wanna sit up on a little blanket lift or a cushion, a nice firm cushion or something, and sit towards the front edge of that. So whatever it is you're sitting up on, sit towards the front edge of it. And if it's better for you to sit in a chair, you can sit in a chair instead with your feet planted on the floor, your ankles stacked underneath your knees. If you're seated on the floor like me, then just a comfortable cross leg, and then rock to the front edge of your seat. As you rock to the front edge of the seat, rock to the front edge of your sit bones. So come to the front edge of your sit bones. As you do so, you'll feel your low back moving in towards the spine. And then again, shrug your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So a couple of big shoulder circles here. Just getting some movement into those shoulders. And the next time your shoulders go back and down, keep them sliding down the back, and you can spin your palms up on the thighs. Just take a breath here. So now grounding down through the sit bones, feel as you ground down the ability to lengthen up through the spine. So stacking your spine over the sit bones and then reaching the crown of the head up for the sky. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out. And then we're going to spin our hands up. So open your arms out wide, palms up, gathering, inhaling. Exhale, press it down through the center channel. Touch the earth at the bottom of the exhale. Again, spin your palms up, inhaling. And as you exhale, press it down through you. Good. And maybe touch the earth if you're on the ground. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Nice and slow, like you're moving through water. There's a drag. This time, inhale, arms out and up. Palms together at the top. As you exhale, slide it down in front of your heart. So now palms gently press into each other in front of the heart center. Shoulder blades are still moving down the back. Gently press your thumbs against your sternum. Shoulder blades down the back as you lengthen the back of the neck, back of the skull up. Take a breath in here. Checking in with the heart center, perhaps dedicating your practice or setting an intention if you like. Just take a beat. And then gently bow your head to your heart as you release the hands. Again, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. As we exhale, we're going to turn to the right, bringing the hands down. So right hand goes behind you, left hand reaching in either in front of you or for that right knee. Your first inhale is to ground and lengthen. And then it's with the exhale that we start to twist up the spine, spinning the navel back, then the chest, maybe your neck and your head and your gaze back. With the next inhale, again, think about grounding in order to lengthen, and exhaling, twisting. Take another big inhale here, and with your next exhale, just spin your head, your neck, your gaze forward. Look over your front left shoulder. Breathe here. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Big breath in. Big breath out. Another inhale. And as we exhale, we'll unwind. With our next inhale, again, arms out and up. And as you exhale, turn to the left as you bring your hands down. So now left hand is behind you. Right hand is either in front or reaching for that left knee. First breath in is always to ground in order to lengthen up. Arch that low back in. And then as you exhale, imagine moving the twist up the spine. So twisting at the belly, then the ribs, the chest, the neck, the head, the gaze. Breathing here in the twist. Notice how does it feel to breathe in the twist. Does one side feel different than the other? Might feel some limitation in the breath with the diaphragm torque. Take another big breath in here. And with the exhale, just the neck and the head and your gaze spins forward. So looking over your front right shoulder, breathing into the left side of your neck. Good. One more breath in. And again, as you exhale, go ahead, unwind, release. Okay. And then plant your hands behind you and put your feet on the floor, knees bent. We're just going to windshield wiper our knees a little side to side here. Good. And then you're going to cross your legs again, but the other leg in front. So it'll feel a little more awkward because it's the non-habitual cross probably. And then again, rock to the front of your sit bones. Maybe you move the little fleshy out from underneath the sit bones. And then stack your spine over the sit bones. Big shoulder circle again. Now we're going to inhale, arms out and up. Good. This time, keep your right arm lifted. Bring your left fingertips down. If you're on the floor, you can walk your fingertips on the floor away from you. If you're seated in the chair, you just kind of point the arm, the fingertips away from you. And then we're gonna go ahead and bend that right elbow and gently tilt our head to the right and point your left fingertips away. Getting into that left side of your neck. And then release the hand on the head and you're gonna just spin to look into your right armpit. And again, just gently tilt your head to the right, walk your left fingertips away from you. Breathe into that. Notice how the slight rotation changed the sensation. Notice what has shifted. And then again, take that top hand off the head. Keep your head tilted, but just spin to look straight forward again. Head is still gently tilted, but you're looking forward again. And then again, use your hand to gently help your head to the right. Walk your left fingertips away. Breathe into it. Now you're going to take the back of that left hand and bring it against your sacrum behind you. So sacrum is this bone right above your butt crease at the base of the spine. So press the back of that left hand into the sacrum and then shrug your shoulders. Make some big shoulder circles with that left shoulder. The next time that left shoulder goes back and down, again, keep that left shoulder going back and down as you keep pressing the back of the left hand into the sacrum and breathe here. And then as always, if you like, you can slide that left hand up the spine to wherever it wants to be, wherever it lands. Maybe you can get it up between the shoulder blades. Maybe it's the mid-back, or maybe you keep it at the sacrum. Taking one more breath here. And then you're going to release your left hand back down. So release that left fingertips, move away from you. If you're on the floor, you can walk them away. Breathe. And then we're going to take the right hand and bring it to the right side of our face. And we're just going to help our head up. And then just feel the difference now. For me, it's a big difference from one side to the other. Okay. And then let's circle our shoulders. With our next inhale, again, arms out and up. Keep your left arm lifted. Release your right fingertips down towards the floor and walk them away or point them away. And then bending your left elbow, gently tilt your head to the left. And again, walk the right fingertips away from you. Breathe into this right side of your neck. Good. From here, take that left hand off of the head and just spin to look into your left armpit. And then again, gently tilt your head away. So you're in charge of how deep, how much pressure. Really listen to the body, honor the body and where you're at today. And then taking the hand off the head again, keep your head tilted, but just spin your head to look straight forward again. And gently tilt your head to the side. Walk those right fingertips away again. You're going to take the back of the right hand and bring it at the sacrum. And then can you make a big circle with the right shoulder? Circle, shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Next time it goes back and down again, keep that shoulder moving back and down. Keep pressing the back of the hand into the sacrum and breathe here. And then option to slide the right hand up the spine to whatever degree, wherever it wants to, wherever is your edge in this, and breathe into that. And notice even when you take the breath, does the sensation shift? And then we're going to release the right hand back down, so point it away or walk it away from you on the floor. Another breath in here. Good. Now take the top hand off the head and bring it to the side of the face and help your head up. And again, find neutral, shrug your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Good. All right, from here, let's go ahead and just make fists with our hands. We're going to circle out our wrists. Good. And circle them the other way. And make, interlace your fingers, so clasp the hands. And make some figure eights with the wrists. And go the other direction. Good. And then look at your hands and just change the clasp so the other thumb's on top. And again, figure eight. These days, a lot of us spend a lot of time like on our keyboards. So just stretching out the wrists and then go the other direction. Good. Okay, and then let's go ahead, shake out our hands. And keep shaking like you're shaking all the water off, but turn your palms up and shake them out. And then shake out your elbows. Chicken dance. And then shoulders up and down. Good, and then just wag your head, wag your tail. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of tapping. So just using your fingertips to start, just go ahead and start tapping at the top of the head. So you might start, and you can start at the front, like the sagittal ridge, the midline of the skull at the hairline, and then tap along the center line towards the crown of the head, and then back of the skull, and then down the back of the head. Find the occipital ridge, the base of the skull, and tap along the base of the skull towards your ears, back behind the ears, back behind your jaw. You know, my voice is just a guide, but you're exploring. If there's some spot that feels good to tap, you stay, you linger, you explore. Otherwise, if you're still with me, we're going to tap behind the ears, up towards the temples, and then along the hairline, towards the top of the forehead, and then down the forehead, over your brow lines, back to the outer edges of the eyes, and then underneath the eyes, towards the nose, and then down the sides of the nose, so along your cheekbones, towards the jaw, and then from the jaw, go ahead and tap towards the center above your lips, and then outer lips towards your chin. To get to the chin, you can go along the jawline, back out. If you're somewhere else, don't worry, you're just tapping into it. Now we're at the neck, so start to tap down the sides of the neck, and then tops of your own shoulders. And then let's go ahead and move it underneath the collarbones towards the center of the chest. Okay, now we're gonna go rogue, and we're gonna So you can continue to use the fingertips, or you can go pounding your fist, Tarzan style. And let's make some noise. Ah. Good. Keep tapping along your sternum, underneath the breast, at your ribs, your belly. So make some noise. I hope you're all making some crazy noises out there. Good. And then palms, open palms, slap the top of the thighs, down the front of the bottom legs, top of the feet, and then you're gonna slap the soles of the feet, wake up the soles of the feet, and then you can pound the back of the calves, back of the thighs, and then making fists again, outer hips, back, move. So now I'm using the back of my fist to tap my body up the back. So you just whatever height you can get to. And then bring it forward. So now palms open at the chest. We're going to go across one side. So at the chest, you're going to go along the inside of the right arm to the right palm, back of the right hand, along the back of the arm, over your shoulders, across your chest, to the inside of the other hand, back of the hand, along the back, over your shoulders, and back to your chest. Good. Okay, and then just wash it down. Yeah, and shake it out. Okay. All right, I hope that felt good and you feel kind of enlivened. From here, go ahead and plant your hands behind you again, feet on the floor, and again, windshield wiper your knees a little side to side. And then come back to seated position with the legs crossed again. Hands on your thighs. We're gonna rock forward and back, so seated cat-cows. As you inhale, start to rock to the front of the sit bones, glide your heart forward. Think about opening your throat, gazing up. Exhale, rounding back. So tailbone forward, chin to chest. So just rocking forward and back a few times with your breath. Ebbing and flowing, expanding that front body, then expanding the back body. Good. And then go ahead and bring it back to neutral. Still seated. We're gonna start to circle our torso over our sit bones. So you can rock it forward, over to the side, back, other side, forward. So find a breath pattern that works for you. Just make sure you're breathing. For me, I feel it's natural to inhale as I come forward and exhale as I round back. But maybe for you, it's a different breath pattern. Just making sure you're breathing. Just circling your torso over your hips. Good. And then we're going to start to slow that down in order to reverse. So circle it in the other direction. Good. Nice. All right. And then again, slow it down. Back to neutral. This time we're going to inhale, but we're opening our arms wide. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, right arm on top of left, hug it in. Inhale, open the heart wings. Other arm, left arm on top, hug it in. So inhaling, we open the heart. Exhaling, we close. So open and close, flapping open and close those heart wings, alternating which arm is on top. Good. Now the next time we inhale, we're gonna bring the right arm on top again, hug it in, walk your fingers in towards each other. And then now the right arm is on top, so you're gonna slide the left hand towards the top of the outside of the right shoulder. You're gonna straighten your right arm out, right? So your right arm's on top, you just straighten that out, and now the left hand is gonna start to press the right shoulder in towards the chest. And you're just gonna breathe into that. So now maybe there's a stretch in the back of the right shoulder blade, between the shoulder blade and the spine. Good, and then let's go ahead and release. Shrug your shoulders, shake it out. Inhale, arms open, and left arm on top, big hug in. Hug it in. Good. Now go ahead and straighten that left arm that's on top and use your right hand to slide that upper left arm in towards the chest, across the chest. Great. And again, let's just go ahead and release. Shake it out. Okay, from here, we're gonna go ahead and come on to hands and knees for some cat-cow and tabletop. So just make sure you've got padding underneath your knees. If you need it, you can open up your blanket. And then we're gonna come big palms down. So if big palms down is not appropriate, you can make fists and put the knuckles down instead. Otherwise, if it's available, have your palms open, and you're going to roll to the inner edge of the hand, and then roll to the outer edge of the hand. Again, roll to the inner edge, put some weight down, and then outer edge, and put some weight down. Just notice the different muscles that engage, whether it's the inner edge of the hand grounded or the outer edge, right? The muscle kind of shifts the engagement. Now we're going to ground the ball of the index finger. So the inner edge of the hand, the ball of the index finger grounds down, then the thumb. Then you spread the palms wide and ground the other 3 finger mounds. Shoulders stacked over the wrists, hips are over our knees. As we inhale, we broaden the sit bones, and we lift the sit bones as we glide the heart forward, look forward and up. Exhaling, reverse it, tailbone down, kidneys lift, chin to chest, crown of the head towards the floor. So just moving again with the ebb and flow of your breath. Nice. Just feel that movement through your spine. Good. And then come back to neutral. We're going to circle our hips over our knees. So circling those hips over the knees as you continue to move in and out through cat-cow. Now, if that is too weird for you, you don't want to circle your hips over your knees, then just continue straight up and down through the normal cat-cow. If you are circling your hips over the knees, go ahead to reverse the circle. So just changing direction of the circle. Good. And then bring the whole thing to neutral. This morning, we're going to do lion's breath. So we're going to reverse the breath with the cat-cow. With your next inhale, you're going to round your kidneys up into cat pose. Inhaling. And as you exhale, glide your heart through, stick your tongue out, look between your third eye, and roar. Again, inhale, round up through cat. And exhale, clear it out. Inhale, round up into cat. Again, roar, release, clear it out. 2 more. Inhale. As you exhale, look to the third eye. Stick out the tongue. Last one. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. And Yoshi's come to check it out. Okay. From here, we're going to go into a child's pose. So big toes together, knees apart. And you're going to start to sink your hips towards the heels, letting your forehead ground. Bring your torso towards the space between your legs, your thighs. Now, if your forehead doesn't ground, maybe use something like a block or a firm pillow or even a firm blanket or something, so you have something your forehead can ground onto. And then take a breath here. Maybe soften your mouth, relax your tongue, soften the throat. You can gently rock your head a little side to side, massage above your brow line, and check in with your breath. Breathe into your back body. And then let's inhale, come back up onto hands and knees. From here, you're going to curl the toes under. Inhaling into cow pose, broaden those sit bones. Both hands are nicely grounded. Keep your sit bones lifted and broad as you lift the knees. Just a few inches. You can look down or you can look to the navel. And again, inhale, lower your knees. Come through cow pose. Broaden those sit bones. Exhale, looking down, lift those knees. One more time, inhale, bring it down through cow. Exhaling, lifting the knees. This time lift it all the way up and back into downward dog. And you can walk your dog a little once you get up there. And then have your feet nice and wide apart. We're going to start to walk our hands back towards the feet. When you get your weight over your feet, make sure your knees are bent, hands come to the thighs, and lift your heart up halfway. Inhale, then pressing down, we're coming all the way up. You can sweep your arms out and up at the top, palms touch. And exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, now that we're up, let's get a little bit of movement. So we've been doing the 8 taps, I think, the past few weeks. So we're going to do the 8 taps just to get the energy moving a little bit. And then we'll come back down to do a little bit of vocal toning before turning it back to Katie. So just feel your feet now on the floor. You can start to shift your way. Yeah, I see some of you already shifting your way. So feel the change away from side to side. And then keep your knees a little micro bent so they're not locked. And then we're going to start to turn at the waist. So just turning at the waist. And as you start turning at the waist, let your arms just be like little wet noodles. And your hands are like little balls at the end. So it's like that little drum toy with the string and the little balls that hit the drum. Okay, so first hand position, we make fists and we just tap the chest. The back hand lands where it lands. And we're breathing, so remember to breathe. This is the first hand position. Second hand position, it's an open palm over our shoulders. Yep. And remember to keep turning at your waist. So every time you turn at the waist, think about like you're giving your inner organs a nice little massage. Okay, open palms at the upper arms. Remember to breathe. Good, and remember to turn at the waist. Great, you guys look great. Okay, 4, it's open palm karate chop. So palm up and knife edge of the hand, the pinky finger side of the hand taps the body at the hip joint. Okay. 5 is the same thing, but you're going to bend your knees a little deeper and you're going to tap above the knee joint. So not on the knees, but above the knees. So just bend a little bit deeper. Good. 6 is the same thing, but now we're going to come up to our waist. So it's still karate chopping at the waist. 7's the tricky one. So if you get lost, don't worry. Wrap the front arm around the body. Take your back hand now, reach it forward, palm up, and reach it up and pat its own shoulder. And then wrap that arm around. Other hand reaches forward, up, pats the shoulder. Then it wraps around. Other hand reaches forward, up, pat its own shoulder. Wrap it around, forward, up, pat. Okay, so that's 7. If you get lost, don't worry. Just keep turning, twisting, tapping, breathing, smiling. And then 8 is easy. Just pat your belly. Okay, so let's start at the top. We'll do each one to the count of 8. We'll do the whole sequence twice. So let's begin at the chest. 1. Remember to turn at the waist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Over our shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Upper arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Karate chop your hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Above the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to our waist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, front arm wraps around. Back hand reaches forward, up, pat. Wrap it around. Forward, up, pat. Wrap, forward, up, pat. Wrap, forward, up, pat. 5, 6, 7. Good. 8. Nice. Belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over our shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Upper arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Hip joints. Karate chop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Above your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to our waist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Wrap the front arm around. Back hand reaches forward, up, pat. Wrap it around, forward, up, pat. Wrap and pat. Wrap and pat. 5, 6, 7, 8, and belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Wind it down. So that's not necessarily yoga per se, but it does get the energy moving and warmed up. So sometimes I like to just introduce that. Okay, and then just walk in place a little bit. Yeah, good. All right, and then we're gonna shake that out. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and find your feet underneath you so feet can be hip width apart. And again, ground down into your feet. Feel the ball of the big toe in the inner heel, and the ball of your pinky toe in the outer heel. Ground those 4 corners of the feet into the earth and lift your inner arches, your inner ankles, your inner knees, and roll your inner thighs back. Broaden your sit bones in the back. Lengthen your tailbone down. Shrug the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Grounding down. Sweep our arms out and up. Inhale. Good. Now as we exhale, we're going to dive forward. So bend your knees as you need. Hands onto the thighs. Send your booty back. Lift your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, just folding forward, whatever degree works for you. Keep the knees bent if you need. Press into the earth. Come all the way back up. Inhaling. Good. And we're coming straight through it again. Exhaling, dive. Hands on those thighs. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Grounding down. Rise all the way back up. Good. Last one. Exhaling, dive. Like you're moving through water. Hands onto your thighs or your shins. Lift that heart forward. Lengthen the front body. Inhaling. Exhaling, fold. Good. Rooting into your feet. Pressing down to rise all the way up. When you get to the top, go ahead and clasp your left wrist with the right hand. Ground down through the left foot and tip it to the right. Oh, I'm sorry. Good. Bring it back up through center and switching sides. Grounding down through the right foot as you lift the right hand up with the left clasp and tip it to the left. Bring it back up. We're going to open up to the right. So open both palms, spin open to the right. Palms are facing the right and look back at your right thumb. And then inhale up through center and exhale, spin it to the left. And look back at your left thumb. Good. Inhale up through center, palms together at the top, and exhale, bring it down. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. So whether you want to sit on a floor or on a chair, we're going to do a little vocal toning. So I hope you're all up for this. So you're all there. No one else in this group hears you. Y'all just hear me and my crazy voice, and I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to basically sound. We're just going to do some toning. And we're just gonna do the vowels. So we're gonna inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna ah, right? And then we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna e. So it goes ah, a, e, o, u. One exhale per sound, per vowel. And then at the end, we'll do one inhale, and we'll exhale, and we'll do all of them, okay? So it's super nice. Sometimes, you know, I'm not a singer, and we're super shy about it, like expressing our voice. So just allow yourself to, it doesn't matter what you sound like. Just let the energy move through, okay? So let's go ahead. So make sure you're comfortable. Rock to the front of your sit bones. Sit nice and tall through your spine. Take a big breath in. Clear it out through your mouth. And then we're going to inhale for ah. Ready? Inhaling. Ah. Good. Nice inhale for A. Inhaling for E. Inhaling for O. And then inhaling for Noom. Okay, now we're gonna do an inhale and we're gonna do the whole string. So it's gonna go I, A, E, O, Noom. And we'll do that 3 times, okay? Like 3 separate breaths. So first one, go ahead, take a big inhale. Begin inhaling. Last one, big inhale. And then one inhale for an Om, so it's Aum. Feel the sound move from the back of the throat towards the front. So take a big breath in for your Om, and then after the Om, we'll sit in silence for a beat, just feeling the resonance before Shavasana. So take a big breath in. Feeling the space of silence between. When you're ready, you can take a nice deep breath in and a full breath out. Gently open your eyes if you close them. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to come into our final resting pose of Shavasana. So make sure you have what you need. You're nice and warm. You can have a pillow under your head. You can have something to support you underneath your knees. Maybe something to cover your eyes with. And then if it's cool in the space you're in, maybe a blanket to cover yourself. So take what you need to come into this final resting pose. We often say this is the most important pose of the practice. So set yourself up. Once you arrive into your posture, make sure you've got plenty of space. So take some space between the legs and let the legs fall away from each other. Take some space between the arms and the torso, letting the palms spin up, shoulder blades down. Any props you're not using, if you're touching them, just move them out of the way so you feel spacious around you. If the hands hover in the air in order to have the palms up, then go ahead and spin your palms down and place them on the body instead. Yeah, and then coming into your final. So I'm still seated, but for you, for Shavasana, you guys can lay on the floor. Maybe I should demo that. So finding your final resting pose, whatever that is for you, making sure you're comfortable, you feel supported, you're warm, you're in a space that you can really settle into. And then taking another deep breath in together, clear it out through your mouth. And again, deep breath in, full breath out. Last one, fullest breath in yet. Big, big breath in. And complete exhale, clear it out. And as you clear it out, allow everything to begin to sink down into the support of the earth. Let your lips and your teeth part ever so slightly. And feel your jaw heavy as you let your chin drop a little. Soften the muscles of your face. Relax the tongue. Soften the back of the throat. Then relax the muscles around the eyes as you allow your eyeballs to begin to sink towards the back of the skull. Feel the whole back body where it's contacting the support of the earth. And soften your back body into the support of the earth. And soften all the skin of the front body as you allow the front body to begin to sink towards the back body. And then bringing your inner gaze to rest into the heart center. And very gently and slowly, bringing your awareness back. Again, arriving into this present moment together. Feel your body supported by the earth below. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Feel the texture of your clothes on the skin, or the weight of a blanket on you. And just begin to notice your breath. Noticing that breath that is breathing you without any effort on your part. Taking an inhalation in, exhalation out as you're ready to engage with the breath. And then you can start to bring a little bit of movement through your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists, your ankles. And if you like, you can reach your arms up overhead as you take a nice full body stretch. You can point your foot through the feet. And then we'll go ahead and bend the knees, feet on the floor, and again, rock your knees a little side to side, windshield wiper them, release anything in the back. And then we're going to roll over to one side into fetal position. Use your bottom arm to cradle the head as you hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a beat. And then use your other hand to press yourself on up to a comfortable seat. As you arrive, again, rock to the front of the sit bones. Eyes closed, stacking your spine over the sit bones, stacking your shoulders over the sit bones, stacking your ears over the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a clearing breath out. Bow the head to the heart. Namaste. Okay, and I'm going to turn it back to Katie. Thanks, Katie.
Thank you so much, Kat, for another wonderful session. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the book that I selected for this week's discussion. So this week's theme is the Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra, which is our communication center. When there's a blockage in the throat chakra, we experience quietness or an inability to express our thoughts. When this chakra is balanced, it enables us to find our voice and speak our truth. So I chose Know My Name, a memoir by Chanel Miller. And I do want to mention content warnings for this book for sexual assault before I get started. So Chanel Miller was found unconscious outside of a frat party that she attended with her younger sister near Stanford University in 2015. As the pieces from that night came together and evidence was gathered, it was discovered that she was sexually assaulted by Stanford student Brock Turner. Turner was found guilty and served 6 months in county jail. Through this experience, Miller was transformed from a person to victim. She was given a new name throughout the trial to protect her identity, Emily Doe. Miller had to listen to other people tell her story over the course of 3 years, painting their picture of her experience. She was reduced to unconscious, intoxicated woman in the newspaper and drunk victim at a frat party in online articles. In 2016, she read a victim statement in the courtroom directed at Turner, recounting the events from that evening in relentless detail, including the isolation, shame, and trauma that she endured. She wrote, "You took away my worth, my privacy, my energy, my time, my safety, my intimacy, my confidence, my own voice until today." The statement went viral, spurring change in California law and inspiring others to share their own accounts of assault for the first time. This memoir is Miller's reclaiming of her identity to tell her story in her words. She says, "I am a victim. I have no qualms with this word, only with the idea that it is all I am." She is so much more than a victim. Chanel Miller is an author, sister, daughter, artist, friend, girlfriend, survivor. Know My Name is a powerful, beautifully written memoir that gives voice to those who need to be heard. It is available in audio, ebook, and physical formats right now in the library collection, so you can check it out for yourself. And with that, I will say thank you again for joining us for our Reach and Read program, and a big thank you to Kat for another great session. Thank you so much. Just a reminder that we will be closed next Thursday for the holiday, so we will not be holding yoga. So we'll be back on December 1st at 10 a.m. So we hope to see you then. And of course, have a lovely holiday. So to find a library location near you, sign up for a library card, or to learn about upcoming programs for all ages, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Kat, myself, and the Sacramento Public Library, thank you so much and be well. Bye.